Hey guys, welcome back. And now we have a very exciting day today. More exciting than the other video that I just posted or am about to post. Depends on which one I put out first. We're getting new rubber on this guy today. Taking off the 35 by 12.5 20 BFG KO2s. They've got some life left on them, but doing what I do, I need good tires in the wintertime with full tread. So these tires here have about 60,000 kilometers on them right now. And if it was spring or summer, I would run them a bit longer for sure. Because they do have some life left in them. The front ones actually have a fair amount of bite left in them. But like I said, guys, doing what I do, I need a good set of tires for the wintertime. I can't be messing around. So these are coming off and we're putting something new on. I'll tell you that much anyway. We're not putting the KO2s back on. Not that I'm dissatisfied with them. I do like them. They definitely are a good tire. But I like to try some different stuff sometimes, and this is what I'm doing here. So on this bad boy, we are taking this in today to get the new slicks put on this thing. And I'm pretty excited, to be honest. I'm actually really excited. The leveling kit, I think, is actually just got in today, finally. So new tires, leveling kit's coming soon. So things are starting to come together, guys. All right, well, let's jump in the truck, go for a drive. I'll talk to you about these a bit, and then we'll go get new tires put on, and I'll talk about those new tires and my first impressions. All right, guys, we are on our way to get some new sneaks on this truck. So my thoughts of the BFG KO2s: 95% positive. I never got stuck anywhere with these tires. They're pretty quiet. There is starting to get a little bit of road noise now, but they're a pretty quiet tire. They ride great. No shake, no shimmy. They ride very nice. And you know, I got a lot of mileage out of these. They're, like I showed you, there still is some life left in them. They are starting to hydroplane, but there is still some life left in them. The back two are worn down a bit more than the front. I'd have to rotate them. I'm actually need to change my oil here soon, so I would do that all at the same time. But so yeah, I mean, they've been good. They've been good. I did puncture one. I know I mentioned in the video before, last winter when the tires were still fairly new too. I was on a very steep hill, a gravel road, coming down the hill, had it in 4 low, just crawling down the hill. It's a sheet of ice, and the truck started to slide just a little bit, and then it caught some gravel, some type 1 gravel, and didn't think nothing of it, of course. Driving down the road, probably, 15-20 minutes later, my low tire pressure light came on. So I had to put a plug in it. So I punctured a tire, and it was a pretty good puncture too, right in between the two treads. And I mean, that's no good for what I'm doing, because I'm in those situations all the time, and I can't have a tire that is that susceptible. Yeah, we'll get it. Susceptible to punctures. So I'm not going with these again. I would still recommend them, and I would still put them on a truck if it was like a smoking deal or something like that. And maybe I'll try this set that I'm getting put on today, and I won't like them as much as the BFGs, as the KO2s. Maybe I'll want to try something different, or maybe I'll go back to the KO2 because I know what it will do. But I've heard really good things about the tires that I'm putting on. They're a well-known tire. There's my truck telling me that my fucking DPF needs to be refilled. I hate that shit. Anyway, so we'll see. definitely want to try some different things out. Like I said, I've heard great things about this tire, so we're gonna give it a whirl. We're on the highway right now. We're doing, you know, about 75, 76 miles per hour. Truck drives great with these tires on. The truck drives great with these tires on. It's very quiet. So no complaints that way whatsoever. On the road. Off-road's been pretty good. In the snow has been pretty good. These are like held way up for being in snow, for traction in snow. A lot of guys that plow snow have these on their trucks, and like I said, I would still recommend them, but they're not as good as what they were hyped up to be. Not at all. They're not as good in the snow as what I had hoped for and what I had expected. Now I know these are 12.5 wide tires, and the BFGs are pretty much a true 12.5 wide. So I know that is going to affect my performance in the snow. There's no doubt about it. There's no way around that. But we'll see what these new tires do. So I'm gonna let you go for now, and when I get my new rubber put on this truck, I'll show you what it is, and I'll give you my first impressions. But I am going to make a separate video, of course, of just these tires itself, the new ones that are going on, you know, my impressions. You know, a week, maybe after I have it for a week, I'll make a video, and a week for me is usually like a couple thousand kilometers at a minimum. It can be 2 days with me. So anyway, stay tuned. I'm just getting close to the shop right now to get these off and the new ones on, and I'm pretty excited. They're a good looking tire too. They're a really good looking tire. Alright guys, hold up. Okay guys, they are on. There's the old tires, BFG KO2s. Still some wear left on them. I'm going to, you know, I'll get a few dollars out of them. Someone will buy them. Everyone likes big, you know, aggressive looking tires. So what did I get? A couple guys are probably just thinking, yeah, no, I knew it, I told you so. I bought Open Country AT2 Extremes. So 35, 12.5, 20 AT2 Extremes. Very, very nice tire pattern. I am excited to try them in the snow, obviously, on some mud. But yeah, they are a very nice looking tire. Nice beefy sidewall. I really do honestly wish that the lettering was white. The white lettering is really growing on me again. I don't know why, but maybe I'm getting older. I don't know, but I like it. But I'll tell you from first glance, my thoughts is that they look smaller than the BFGs. Now, when I get home, I will set them up, the BFGs up alongside of these tires, and just to my naked eye, it looks like they are smaller than the KO2s. Looks like there's less wheel wall. Also, they look slightly skinnier, I think. It's hard to tell, to be honest, and it's really hard to tell once because, you know, these are full of air. The KO2s won't be full of air. I understand all that. But just looking at them, they look slightly narrower. And I know for towing and for snow plowing and for highway driving, everything that I'm saying is, you know, better. It's what you want for work-wise. But, you know, guys, I also, you know, I use this truck for a lot of my personal stuff too. And everyone likes a big tire. You know, we do. So I'm curious to see when I get home and I set them up side by side, you know, what the measurement's gonna be. Just from looking at the tires in the rear view mirror too, I mean the side mirror while I'm driving, it seems like the KO2s was slightly wider. I don't know. We'll see. obviously I'm potentially looking at rims for this truck. I don't know if I'm gonna do it right away. I'd like to, but you know, as said, this is essentially a work truck. So putting a gooseneck trailer behind it and my dump trailer and all that, should probably stick to these rims, but you know, lots of guys do it and it turns out great for them, but I need to look at where I'm spending my money too. But anyway, we're gonna get on the road and see how they drive. I've driven like maybe 3 kilometers with them so far, and but man, they look good. Like that tread pattern looks really good. I really like that. Like I said, I'm really excited to see how they handle the snow, and I'm excited to see how long they last. So all right, let's jump in and go for a drive. All right guys, so we're on the road. We're cruising about 72 miles per hour. It's really windy, but you can hear them. Now I know they're brand new. That's freaking deaf. I'm putting 2 jugs in that thing as soon as I get home. I know they're brand new, so the lug is super deep. There's tons of tread on these things. But yeah, you can hear them. They have a hum. There's no doubt about that. I think that possibly, now it's hard to tell because it's not like I'm jumping in a truck with these tires on and then jumping in the same truck with the brand new KO2s on. But I kind of feel like these might be a little bit louder, and I really wasn't expecting that. But I do feel like they might be a little bit louder. As far as handling goes, handles great. Like I said, it's extremely windy. I'm getting blown around because of that, but the tires handle great. Now I did mention outside that I kind of feel like these are smaller. So of course, as soon as I turn you around, the vehicle in front of me slows down to like ridiculously slow speed. But okay, so there's my digital speed. Let's see if I can do this. 92, 92, 93, 92. So basically it's saying that my speedometer is like exactly on, and if anything, it looks like the speedometer is saying that I'm going a bit, even slightly faster than what my app says. Now with my KO2s, again, you know, same tire size, 35, 12 and a half, 20s. My speedometer was off by like 1 kilometer an hour, but it was off by, you know, my truck was saying it was going 1 kilometer slower, which means that because the factory tires that come on this truck are like 34.1 inches high. So they are, you know, slightly smaller than, you know, supposedly a 35-inch tire. But so it kind of seems like my initial sort of just naked eye visual may be right. These tires may actually be slightly smaller than what the KO2s are. But my, you know, very first sort of impressions of the tire are good. Handles very nice. I'm on sort of a side road right now, so I'm doing like 45 miles per hour, and you know, the handle's very nice. I just came around a very sharp turn. Probably handles slightly better than the KO2s. It kind of seems to me like the steering feels a little bit lighter than the KO2s. I did find with them a bit that the steering at times felt a bit heavy with those tires on. You know, I drive that truck and then go drive my, you know, drive this truck and then go drive my Tundra. Obviously this is a much heavier truck, but it would feel heavy. Right now, I don't really find the steering feels heavy. I really do think that the truck's handling a bit better right now. So, I don't know. Obviously it's way too early to tell, but my initial reaction to the tires is that they are very good. quite quiet. I mean, yes, you can hear them, and in highway speeds you can definitely hear them, but you know, this is more of like a reveal thing today than anything. This isn't going to be a review on these tires at all, because I've driven like 12 kilometers with them. So just my initial first reaction to them. And when I get home, I am going to set the BFGs up next to these tires and show you what those look like as well. So you know, I'll see you there. Okay guys, so here, side-by-side comparison of the two height-wise. With a brand new tread, they would be higher. I don't think there's any doubt about it. They're pretty much the same height right now. The TOYOs might be a little bit higher, but with a brand new tread, I'd say the KO2s are slightly higher. Now let's look at width-wise. So width-wise, we have, I'm just gonna go from, I'll try to go from the outside of the tread to the outside of like the sidewall, and we're like right on 12 inches. Pretty much exactly on 12 inches. Now we'll push this one out of the way. Oh yeah. We'll do it up here actually on this tire. "12 inches pretty much right on from 12 inches pretty much right on from the sidewall to sidewall on the KO2. And on the TOYO, we're at like 11 and a half, 11 and 5/8. So, you know, it is about, you know, it's about 3/8, a quarter inch to 3/8 narrower than the KO2. And I do believe with a brand new tread, they would be slightly taller. The KO2s would be slightly taller than the open country. Okay guys, that's pretty much gonna wrap up the video for today. We got the 250 and the 350. Both of them got some new rubbers on. And if you're wondering, yes, I did shoot this in the same day, both videos in the same day. The open country AT2 Extremes and the General Grabber X3s. Told you I was gonna put some DEF fluid in. Yeah, so we spent some money today, but you know what? It's what you gotta do when you have a company and you have trucks. You can have the most capable vehicle in the world, but if your tires are shit, you're not going nowhere and people will get hurt. So, you know, you gotta spend some money to be safe, and you gotta spend some money to keep trucking and staying on the road. The TOYOs, told you it was windy earlier too. The TOYOs were like $1,940 taxes in, with a rebate. I think there's like a $60 or $80 rebate that I can mail in. And the Grabbers, these are 20s, and the Grabbers were $1,750, $1,730 with a $40 mail-in rebate. Those are 18s. So, you know, we spent some money today, but you spend money on a good set of tires, they'll last you, you know, for a while. I was going through 2 sets when I was buying cheap tires a year. Now I'm going through 1 set a year, and I'm still traveling as many miles as I was before. Oh, and anyone looking for a job, I've got a job for you. I have a lot of leaves that I need to get raked up. And you know, you could throw some rain gear on and climb in the pond too and get them out for me. I've got it started, but there's a lot more work to do. Anyone wants a job, private message me and we'll work something out if you're in the nearby area. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Hope the videos help with, you know, your next tire purchase and all that. That's what this is here for, and this is what this channel is all about. So everyone have a great day, stay safe, please like and subscribe if you like the videos. Let me know If you don't, how I can improve. But don't be on there trolling people. Ain't no one got time for that. Alright guys, take care. Later.